a crab. Heck yeah, baby. Oh yeah. So today, we're gonna go try to catch crabs at probably the smallest boat I've ever seen. Definitely the smallest boat I own. Not even sure if it's gonna work because it's not really even meant for people to be in, I don't think. It's meant to like, I don't even know what it's for. It's like a toy. It's this. It's the tiniest boat ever that I found in the weeds. I actually bought a brand new engine. Well, it's brand used actually, which is big for me because I've never bought anything that wasn't like an old crappy two-stroke. But I'm familiar with this engine. It's only got about 2 hours on it. I put about an hour and a half on it. It belonged to a buddy of mine named Jay Fleming. And when he bought this engine, I went with him to buy it, and it actually flew out of the back of his truck, brand new in the box, and landed on the Kent Narrows Bridge on our way home. And he made me run out in the traffic and go get it. I had the opportunity to buy the engine at a discounted rate yesterday because I know the history of it. You know what I mean? There will be no secrets. Some of you may remember the infamous motor that flew out of the back of Jay's truck. I'm buying it now. It's come full circle.
Luke knows the story behind the motor, but he's still buying it.
I know.
Not the smartest guy.
Nope, no doubt. I got an almost brand new motor for a very good deal. I have not even tried to start it. We're gonna try to start it. We're gonna go try to catch some crabs in this teeny tiny boat. Oh my goodness. It is way more tippy than I remember it being. I can't really sit. Oh man, this is hard. Well, it actually started first pull, which I don't know why I'm surprised. Actually, I know I'm surprised. I'm surprised because I'm used to running old chunk. I mean, it's basically brand new. It did take a airborne trip out of the truck, but it seems to be fine. I had to get a bottle of soda that was proportionate to my boat. This motor is so tiny, it doesn't even have reverse. It just has forward. And the last time I had a motor on this tiny little boat, I had a 6 horsepower on it that belonged to John Kellett. It was a little too big, believe it or not. This motor is a 3.5 horsepower and it weighs about half as much, which still ain't much. It's about 35 pounds. It may actually work a little nicer for this boat. Whoa. Oh no, that's not great. Oh, it was in gear. Hey Adam, what do you think of my new boat? You jealous, huh? I can see it in your face. Good. See ya. This boat does have a couple problems that do concern me for this activity. The biggest one is that this boat is very small. Like 6 feet, but like not meant to have a motor on it probably, or be doing anything but going back and forth from a dock. It's really meant to be able to put on your sailboat or whatever and use it to get into your dock and then out to your mooring. Today, because we are far stupider than the original clientele for this boat, we're gonna try to crab out of this thing. Now, it could be a bit of a challenge. One of my main concerns is the fact that this boat is incredibly tippy. And in order to crab, you really need to be able to reach over, grab the trap, get the crabs in the boat. The other thing is, once the crabs are in the boat, they don't know where they're gonna go because there's really nowhere to put a bushel basket or anything like that. My other concern is that I can't sit much further back than where I am right now. Boat will probably try to sink. Oh, and the motor keeps stalling for some reason. Like that, the water's almost touching the gunnel right here, which is not good because the next step is actually sinking. Maybe trying to put a little weight in the bow might help a little bit. Problem is it's not a very buoyant boat to begin with, so you don't really want to put a lot of weight on it. Maybe the thing is to sit further up. It's slightly, if I can sit up here a little bit, it's a little better actually. I can lean over and grab the trap. I wish I had reverse right now. So for this boat, in order to put it in reverse, you actually just spin the motor 360 degrees. There we go. And that's reverse. We got reverse. We are sinking. I think what we're gonna try to do before we go is I'm gonna test it with a little bit of weight in the bow and see if that helps, but I'm not so sure it will. Try to see if we can fit the traps even on the boat. The initial run went better than expected. It's also like 10,000 degrees outside. That makes this a little less fun. We're still gonna do it. This week's video is brought to you guys by Factor. Factor is awesome. It's actually super helpful in my life. It is a meal plan service where they will just send gourmet chef prepared meals to your house. I'll tell you what, it actually saves me a ton of time and money because this is the time of life where I'm really grinding, all right? I don't have kids or any of that kind of stuff, so I am getting done what I need to get done so I can make that possible in the near future. Factor meals are the easiest and best way to enjoy a genuinely actually really good home-cooked meal on the fly for a really good price as well. And time is pretty much the most valuable thing that any of us have, and Factor helps you get some of that back. I'm actually kind of like, sort of picky about food, but I like TV dinners have always kind of wigged me out, but this kind of stuff is not a TV dinner. This is like a meal, like a home-cooked meal that just is packaged conveniently and already portioned and everything for you. It helps save me a bunch of time and money ultimately, because if you were to have to go out and buy every ingredient for this, especially for just 2 people like my wife and I, you're actually going to spend a lot more time and money trying to go out, get the ingredients, come back, cook them, store them, and then you get tired of eating the same thing. This, I think, is actually a lot better way to go. So go online, choose the meals that you want to get or want to try, and they send them right to your house on a schedule. They have snack options, drink options, breakfast, lunch, and dinner options. They even have gourmet options if that's more your speed. If you are into fitness, this is awesome because they are kind of like meal plan. They have all that kind of stuff. I'm mostly just into fitness in my belly, and I know that I'm not about to fit this into that tiny boat with me, so I'm going to eat this now before I go, because you never know what's going to happen in one of my videos. There's a good chance we'll get stuck somewhere, and there's no room for food on this little boat, so Factor's going to take care of me there. Pull it out of the packaging, you pop some holes in the top in the plastic, you stick it in the microwave for however long it says to, and then enjoy. See, it's like actually made out of real food. It's not some kind of processed chicken mash that's been shaped into a chicken after it's been mashed. It's an actual piece of chicken and actual ingredients with real fresh food. Genuinely really good. It's better than any kind of TV dinner or meal plan, whatever, any other one that I've ever had. It's really, really good. For a limited time, you guys can use code Luke50 to get 50% off your first order from Factor and 20% off your first month's order the next time you order from Factor. All right, genuinely good meal. Let's get back to catching some crabs. There's many ways to crab, and I'm a professional crabber. It's a little silly that I just went and bought a bunch of collapsible snap traps. These are like recreational crab pots is what we call them. It's pretty simple. You have this, when it lays on the bottom, all 4 doors fall open. You got your float, put your piece of bait under this spring. Crabs come in and crawl in to eat the bait. When they're eating the bait, you go by. You don't know that they're in there, but you just pull the trap up and check and see. Crab goes in there, pull it up, and then once you get in the boat, you grab 2 sides of the trap, shake the crab out, and get in the boat. For bait, we got 2 baits. We got LY, bunker, and we got chicken necks. Chicken necks are classic crab bait here in Maryland. Recreational crab bait and commercial crab bait. Not usually for crab pots, but for trout lines, but for rec crab potting, they're perfect. This is a commercial grade crab pot. This is what I use to go catch the crabs. It's a lot different. You got an iron, a clip, snap gear, coil rings, 4 funnels, a bait well, a bridge, and upstairs, a dump door, zincs, all that stuff. But those pots are meant to catch crabs on a commercial scale and stay in the water pretty much all season long, so for like 6 or 7 months straight. These, however, are much different. They have far less parts. They're sort of a pain in the butt. You can stack them in a milk crate or box like that, but they're a lot simpler. The crabs don't get trapped in this though. You have to catch the crabs in the act. These, the crabs can get trapped in. You can empty them out days later. These, you gotta catch them while they're trying to eat. We got 8 crab traps here. I'm gonna preset the depth. It's about 10 foot. I'm gonna take chicken neck, just like that. Classic Maryland crab bait. There's a slang term called a chicken necker. Watermen have been calling recreational crabbers because they tend to be in the way and whatever else. We're gonna take this, put it right under the strap there, and she's good to go. She's locked and loaded. It doesn't take much bait. This one we're gonna try with an LY. Thing is, if I can't catch crabs doing this, it's gonna be pretty sad because this is what I do for a living. If I can't catch crabs with a snap trap, I really got some reconsidering to do here. Snap traps can be really awesome. They can also be a massive pain in the butt because they tend to kind of get tangled and see just like that. They are nice because you can stack them in a cardboard box or something, and as long as you stack the bottom one or you bungee cord the bottom one, then pretty much you can stack them all in each other. Since space is a premium, I want to stack my traps in the same thing I can keep the crabs in. We're gonna put them in this wooden bushel basket. This is pretty typical of crabbing here in Maryland, this is kind of the industry standard of what we put them in. All right, I have 8 traps total. Same thing with the fish. Just put them right in there, just like that. She's good to go. Now, you can do this at home. It's not terribly expensive and it's pretty easy to do. You don't even need this much. You can really just do it with a string and a piece of chicken tied to a pier and then net the crabs. This, I'm just gonna show you how to do pretty much the most rudimentary crabbing off of a boat. Not really an instructional video, but I'm sure if you pay attention, you can pick up on how to do it. It ain't rocket surgery. If a crabber can do it, then you can do it. Do one with chicken and fish. See which one they like better. Yummy, yummy. This is how I started crabbing, by the way. Just like this, with little traps from the bait shop. I actually made them all myself. You can make them out of wire. A couple other important things that we need. Usually I don't use tongue. Since there's limited space and I can't move around in the boat much, I want to be able to reach it anywhere in the boat, grab it. This is probably going to allow me to do that. The other thing we're going to need is coal stick. The funniest part about this whole thing is technically to do this, I need a crabbing license. And I have a crabbing license, but it's not your average license that somebody would be using that are using this kind of crab traps. This is a full-blown, very, very expensive commercial fishing license that I hold to be able to fish my crab pot rig. It's good for 900 big crab pots, so it should cover us for 8 snap traps. So let's go over what we got here. I got one of these watertight boxes with the important stuff, a rag. I have a Pedialyte bottle full of gasoline because there is nobody else around right now, and if I break down or something, there's nobody come save me. Pedialyte bottle full of gasoline because this does not hold much water. We have our call stick to measure the crabs, which you can get at the crab stand if you like it. We got tongs, we have some spare bait, we have 8 crab traps, and we have our sand up there to weigh the bow down, and a life jacket. A, because we need this, and B, when this boat sinks, I'm hoping that that actually can keep the whole thing up. This whole operation probably weighs as much as I do. It's probably like 145 pounds. Oh, we also have all of our safety equipment, fishing license. We have all the stuff that we need, flares and horns and registrations and you name it, we got it. This is not the ideal time to catch crabs. It's like middle of the day. It's about 95 and 1,000% humidity. But check out these new sun shirts we got, man. The Bakken Point Seafood Dark Seas sun shirts with the hoods. These things are sick. These things are so awesome. Keep you away from the sun. I really like them, even when it's hot like this. But also keep you cool. Man, look at that snake. It's very close. Can't even set sail here. Whoa, we're gonna head out to the crabbing grounds here, which is pretty much anywhere in the creek that is not in the back of the creek. There's other disadvantages to this. There's no electronics, obviously, which is not really that big of a disadvantage, but right now the crabs are kind of finicky, so they are not necessarily everywhere all the time. There is gonna be more crabs on things like edges and humps and flats, but I can't see any of that. Luckily, I do know this creek like the back of my hand because I grew up here crabbing out of a boat actually only 2 feet bigger than this. My first boat was only an 8-foot rowboat. It was probably a foot wider and 2 feet longer, which makes a big difference. I know some good crabbing spots that are close and hopefully gonna be easy to get to and without too much boat traffic, because literally the wake of a boat could sink this boat. It's my biggest concern, really. Man, this thing looks awesome. I wish I could see myself. The neighbors think I'm crazy. This is sort of funny though. It's me, these tiny crab traps, and this tiny boat. It looks like I've lost the business, which I almost did actually last week. I have to be very careful to not drink the Pedialyte, electrolytes. It's what your boat craves. Love that movie. We're actually living that movie right now. If you know, you know. I forgot to bring anything to bail with, actually. All the other crabbers are going to be jealous. It's a disadvantage with the wind though, because it's very nice for a breeze, so I am enjoying it. This boat, ironically, is not very buoyant, yet it has a lot of windage, which means there's a lot of air-catching surface on this boat. Like the sides are really tall, even though it's not very buoyant. It's just every little bit of wind that's gonna put you all over the place. All the people on the creek are jealous. They wish they could have a boat like this. Actually, I think that guy's selling that over there. Let's go check and see. He's gonna want to trade his boat for mine though, I can tell already. His boat. His boat's almost as nice as mine. It sounds just like the Jetsons. We're headed out, man, and look at this thing. I mean, this is the nicest boat of the creek. This is the flagship vessel of Bakken Creek. I'm getting a lot of waves, a lot of stares, a lot of thumbs up, and I think it's just because they know that we'll just never have a boat that ever compares to something quite as nice as this. I see grown men hiding their wives because wife sees this, it's gonna be game over. And if I could fit two, I'd have my wife out here. I'll give you a little tour of the boat right now. So that was pretty much the whole tour of the boat. Look at all the other boats out today. Any one of those boats, the wake of that boat would probably sink this boat. But we may have to go try for science to see if we can take the wake. Oh, we're steaming away towards the crabbing grounds now, just like in Deadliest Catch. I think we've burned about 1/8 of a gallon of fuel, so we're gonna have to catch enough crabs to at least cover that. We have about $8 in bait, probably $1 in fuel so far. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make enough. We may go bankrupt, but what a way to go. Oh, here comes a jet ski. He may swamp us. He rides the waves like a Cadillac. I'm happy with my decision to trade in the Southern Girl on this thing. I mean, this thing is really just better in all ways. First of all, it takes less crew to run this boat. We save money right then and there. Second of all, much less fuel bill. Disadvantage is that we can fit about 1 crab pot on this boat at a time. Setting and picking them up may be a bit of an issue. I'm not too deterred. We're gonna just start dumping them. We're gonna spread them out further, and then we're gonna check them. Wherever has crabs, we're gonna try to hone in on them, right? Try to dial in. We got competition though. I can see we got a guy in a Carolina skip with a bimby top. Ooh, Lord, got a little bit of boat wake there. He looks like he's crabbing as well. We have a little bit of competition. We will persevere. All right. Crab number 1, going overboard. Ooh, this one's got the chicken ends. This one got the combo, crab man combo. Crab number 2, going over. I have actually not snap trapped like this since I was a little kid, so I'm actually kind of excited. Where'd it go? No, did it go under? I guess it's a little deeper than I thought. That or it means we're on an edge. My buoy went under. We gotta reset it. We're gonna have to get it. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. Ah! Oh my gosh, I actually can't even get it. I can see it down there, but I can't get it because if I try to lean over, the boat starts to tip. I'm gonna have to try to grab the buoy with the tongs here. Oh, I can't even get it. No, I can't lose a brand new trap. That's 1/8 of my rig. But I can't lean over too far or else we'll sink. Oh God. Oh, I can't get it. I got a cramp. Oh, I got a cramp. Oh no, ow, 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 ow. Why do I have a cramp? Ow, oh my God, it hurts. Oh my God, ow, I can't even see it. Oh, I just ran it over. Oh my God, I got a cramp. Oh my God, I hate this boat. Oh, jeez, I ain't no crabber. Oh my God, that genuinely is incredibly painful. All right, you can take another pass at it. Yes, I got it. Yes, yes. Okay, all right. Trap number 2, overboard. Perfect. I got to undo the little leaders. Trap number 3. Almost lost it in the bite. Woo! Look at that pretty straight row right back there, huh? Song gun. It's almost like I'm a professional or something. Pretty straight row. I'm gonna take 2 more traps. And I'm gonna put them in a different area and do a little prospecting here. If I start catching them there, then I'll move the trap. Boat got significantly lighter after we got 6 of the traps overboard. Ooh, we're taking on some waves. Oh snap! Oh snap! 1 more snap pot to put out. I'm gonna go run it up to shallow water. This nice lady's very expensive house that she probably doesn't want to be looking at. A boat that I didn't even pay anything for. I bought the motor. A lot of suspense building with this boat because of the nature of what it is. Not exactly where I wanted it, but we gotta try, you know. And the thing is, once you put the pots out, really all you gotta do is go back to the beginning and start checking them again. So you want to check them every, I don't know. I wouldn't let them sit more than like 20 minutes. Because the thing is, the crabs they're not getting trapped, okay? Trapped is a bad word for that, I guess. Because the crab can come and go. It's not like a pot, a real crab pot, where you're actually trapping them in the pot and they can't get out. These crabs, we're just waiting for the crabs to go in there to eat on the bait, and then we have to check the pot while they're eating on the bait. Those two things have to align in order for us to grab. It's not the most efficient system. There's other methods of crabbing. If you guys like this video, I'll make other ways of crabbing. Trout lining and all kinds of other stuff like that. For now, we're going with snap traps. We're just gonna give it a few more minutes, and then we're going to go through and pull them for the first time. It's the middle of the day, tide's just about to turn here soon. The crabs and any kind of fish, crustacean, anything like that, tends to feed on a turn tide. So I do have a little bit of hope. Hopefully we can get at least a couple of them. I want to catch a bushel. I want to fill this boat. Also, I couldn't bring the bushel basket, so the crabs are just gonna have to live in the bilge of the boat here. Bilge means the bottom of the boat, and this boat doesn't even have a ceiling. A ceiling is like the deck, like the floor. It usually goes over top of the bilge. That's what you step on. And most people call it a floor. We call it a ceiling here. I don't know why. This boat has no ceiling. Stand on the bottom of the boat. But to be fair, if you put a ceiling in it, it would sink. It would be too much. It would be too heavy. I apologize for not having more like angles and whatever, but there's literally, I can't move from here. I have to sit in this spot or else the boat will maybe sink. You're getting the bow shot and you're getting me from here. I think while we're waiting, I'm gonna go test this thing and see how much water we can take. Maybe we can even get it over a boat wake without sinking. All I'm saying is I hope that my life jacket can hold all of us up. We don't even have a boat wake. This is just the wind. It's already a little treacherous. It's a wet ride. It's a wet ride. It's wet. Oh, I almost sank the boat trying to get the camera off the bow. There's a boat. We can test that wake there. Hey, man, what's going on? Man, look, I spent all my money on a roof. I had to sell my big boat. Get this. That's Andy. He used to be one of the CFOs or something of Under Armour, and then he ended up being at Thomasville Restoration. They did my roof for me and a bunch of other stuff. Great people, great guys. His boat's a little nicer than mine, although that's debatable. Oh my gosh, I'm like scared of the wake over here. It's a little treacherous. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. I wonder if we can make it over this way. Okay, here's the wake from this boat. I know it's not big. You can't see it on camera. You never can, but... Whoa! Whoa, jeez. Oh no, the motor just died. Oh no. Oh dear God. Oh, they're good. I don't know why it keeps just shutting off randomly. Oh no, that's not good. Keep her going. Probably need a little fresh gas in her if I had to guess. I've got a cramp. Oh my gosh, why? It's contorted in this little thing. We're gonna go check our traps now. I hope the audio isn't terrible, but there's not really much I can do about it at this point. You just narrowly escaped death right there. Ouch, I got a cramp. Oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. I'm not usually, what? No. Why is the motor dying? Woo. All right, we're good. We gotta stay out of over there. That's too much. It's treacherous. We gotta stay in the creek. Go check our traps. Tell you what, I've been in some very expensive, very fast, very cool boats with some very attractive women on board, and ain't nothing breaks necks quite like this thing, man. I mean, this is a freaking badass boat. Everybody's jealous, even the seagulls. I'm gonna try to get you back up here, so we can pull these traps for the first time, see if we got any crabs without sinking, hopefully. I can't. First trap. Oh, nothing. Thing is, if you pull them and there's nothing in it, you can just drop the trap. Oh no. I'm gonna return it. Call the dealership. I'm like, hey, it's only been flung out of a truck bed once. All right. Next trap. Oh no, but the bait's gone. Somebody thieved the bait. All right, that's all right. We brought more bait. Rebait it. Reset it. One of the things about these traps is that you're pulling on them. You got to pull them fast because the crabs will try to crawl up and out of the trap if you don't pull it fast enough. So there is a little bit of, can't be dilly-dallying, it's serious business here. Got it. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We
got a crab. Heck yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Look at that. That is a little one, but we got him, dude. That is sick. That's awesome. That is so cool. We actually got one. I don't feel like getting pinched and having a cramp. Oh, just barely 5. We gotta keep her going. We gotta keep her, boys and girls. Give him a little dip. Put them in the back of the boat here. We'll reset our trap, pull the rest of them. This is actually, I forgot how much fun this actually is. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, not good, not good. Ah! This thing's kind of a turd. It's a hot sitter. What's up, man? This thing's brand new. I got launched out of a truck bed one time, which actually didn't do anything wrong to it. It was still in the packaging, so it didn't do anything at all. Newer, tiny 4-stroke motors all run like junk. They're inefficient, none of them idle, even when they're brand new. This one, the little 6 John has, is a Yamaha. None of them run good, even from the factory. I don't understand. This one runs particularly bad. Oh no, we got caught in the bite there. See, if we were really crabbing, that'd have been a game over. That'd have been real bad. Real. It literally sounds just like the Jetsons. Oh, come on, you piece of junk. Get overboard. There we go. All right. Let it out. Perfect. All right. Next trap coming up over the rail. Are you kidding me? This motor sucks. I can't reach the trap. This is becoming very frustrating. I'm gonna try to put some of this fresh Pedialyte. We're gonna try to give it some electrolytes. This is not a product placement. I mean, hopefully that was our problem. We'll see. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Got it. No, nothing. Dang it. Nothing. Although it looked like the bait had been chewed on, so. All right, we're gonna go check our 2 prospect traps here. I hope the audio isn't just total trash. I can't even go that far in the boat. Try to fix it. It is what it is. You're either gonna watch it or you won't. Nothing. We're gonna move this one over a little bit. Oh good, there's rain over there. That looks treacherous. That would not be good. It would literally only take rain to sink this boat. All right, we're gonna check our last one, and then we're gonna go around again and check them again. Oh, no. Oh, no, where is it? Oh my God, we almost sank right there. No, is it wrapped up in the freaking propeller? Are you kidding me? Oh, don't die. No, we're out of bait. They thieved the bait. Did you see that happen? That, killing me. This is what I get for buying nice stuff. I shouldn't. Because even when I have nice things, they don't work. All right, status update. We have a bit of water in the floor. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not ideal, but it is ideal for our crab, who's really just becoming an honorary member of the team at this point. Oh, we've not managed to catch any of his buddies. Look at that, he just fits perfectly down in there. We also have a giant storm that's kind of right over our head. Waves are picking up. Really, those are about 8-inch tall waves, but in this boat, that's about all we can handle here. We're gonna try to run the traps again. See the rain over there, it's not there. Ooh, this one feels good. This one feels good. Nothing. Trap full of disappointment. No, this motor, dude, what the heck? No. This is so frustrating. It's like it's so underpowered that it doesn't even have enough power to put itself to doing it. I missed it again. 3rd time in a row. I ain't no crab. Alright. That was the trap that we had the crab in too. Are you kidding me? Every time you put this motor right here, it stalls. Nothing. 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 I thought the fish was gonna burn them. Oh, nothing. Okay, maybe this is the method. Maybe we never even take it out of here. We just spin it around. Whoa! Oh, lightning. Well, we have a storm now, too. Nothing. Not even touched. We never pull it out of gear. We just grab it, we throw it into a circle, pull the trap, set it back. I like it. Oh my God. I was just trying to sit on this because my butt hurts, but if I do, then my center of gravity is too high. I'm having trouble. Get it. Where even is it? I can't see it. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, I'm gonna get it in the propeller here. How the hell did I manage that? Oh, this is not good. All right. Crisis averted. I don't know how this experience is getting worse as time goes on. You would think I'd start to figure it out. Here's our crab. It's making its way to the bow of the boat. It's a trophy right here. See, crabs a lot of times are weird because sometimes you just won't be catching anything. And you're like, oh man, I gotta move. And you'll move. You're like, I'm not catching anything anywhere. And then all of a sudden, anywhere you are, basically, they just turn on. Crabs are like, boom, we're feeding. So this is going about it as well as the rest of my crabbing career. All right, we're gonna try to pull them again. We may have to go get some new fuel or something at the fuel dock. She's not running real well. We're gonna start by just pulling all the traps. We're gonna run them in reverse here. Put a little more time on them, you know, a little longer soak. All right. Ooh, I got a good feeling. I got a good feeling. Oh, baby, look at that one. Yeah, that's a crab right there, dude. That's a pretty crab. Pretty crab right there on the fish. I like it. I like it. I know he's big enough. We ain't gotta measure him. Shoo! Look at that. I'm getting dizzy from doing all these donuts. Nice. Look at that thing. That's sweet. That's a nice crab there. Pretty medium. If you don't have your own boat, you could always come get them from me. You get them shipped anywhere in the country. Crabs I actually catch. Put the link in the description. Ooh. You can also come get them from me, fresh off the boat. 7333 East Furnace Branch Road, England, Bernie, Saturdays and Sundays, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Find more info on Facebook, Bakken Point Seafood, FB Southern Girl. Sorry, that was my own shameless plug. Two biggest fears that we're gonna sink the boat with all the crabs we're catching there. We have two in the boat. It's almost at the weight capacity of this boat. All right, what do we got? Feel good about it, I feel good about it. Oh, we got one, we're gonna lose it. Yes, yeah, baby. Right when that tide turned too, I knew it. The old French bait now. Oh God, I'm getting dizzy. Oh boy, thunder, I hear thunder. See, only the real crabbers would want to bear a storm, you know, to catch the crabs. Oh, baby, I'm gonna lose them. Yes, yes, we got him now. Baby, we're loading the boat. We are loading the boat. We're gonna have to measure him. He's tiny. We are loading the boat up. Check him. Are we 5? I think he is. Yeah, look at that. Barely, barely. That's all right. He'll eat. He'll eat. They all eat. Our new potential problem is that the boat is actually now it's just full of live crabs that are pinching my toes and stuff now. We got 2 more. These are our wild card pots. I got faith in them. I think we're gonna burn them. We got this place is crawling with crabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a crabber. I'm a crabber. This is crabbing. This is crab. What I usually do, that ain't nothing. That's called vacation when you're losing money. We may become 10,000aires by the end of this. I mean, I may die at 10,000 with the overhead like this. Baby, that's the way to catch crabs, ain't it? That is the way to catch crabs. Nothing. Tide is right, so we gotta run these traps as many times as we can. You know what I mean? I'm glad I brought some fresh bait or some extra bait too. Man, I'm running out. I wonder what other women's husbands do. This is my idea of a good time, you know? My wife's probably at home thinking like, what the heck is he doing? 1 day off a year going crabbing?
I ain't going crabbing today, honey. I'm going catching. It's catching. We ain't crabbing, we catching. Ugh. Maybe not. Oh, hey, they had at it. They were eating on it. They was eating on it. We lost it. Hank my lead up, tighten up my lead a little bit. Crabbing this here skinny water. Run them again. We got the tide. Tides are moving. Crabs are trapping. You ain't gonna make it. I'll see you flipping patties, just handing out stickers at Wally World or something. Oh, this feels like we got one. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. That's a hammer. Feed it. Feed it. Actually, we cannot keep this crab, and I'll show you why. This crab is an immature female. So you see how her apron is different from this guy's apron? The apron also is kind of their reproductive organ, you know what I mean? You can see how this one is shaped like a pyramid, and this one is just shaped like a wiener. Oh no, she dropped her leg. Well, this crab is not legal to keep because we don't want to keep the immature females. We need them to go back and breed. The mature females I can keep actually because I have a license to do it, but the immature females, we let them go out and breed a few times or whatever before we keep them. So when she sheds from an immature female to a mature female, her apron will change shape. It'll go from being a pyramid to a dome shape. And then she will never shed again. And the only time this crab will ever mate is when this immature female sheds into a soft crab mature female, and that's when the male crabs are gonna double up on them. So they're gonna carry them around like that. When they shed, then they're going to breed them. They're going to carry them around for about another week or so till they can fend for themselves. And then he's going to cut her loose, and probably go, you know, hook up with her sister or something like that. Interesting little thing about life cycle crabs. That is why we can't keep this crab regardless of its size. I'm going to throw her back overboard. My wife is going to be pleased at the amount of crabs that I've caught today. She loves eating crabs. I do too. We can't afford to eat them. We got to catch them. Catch them and sell them. That's a product. Real crabbers don't care about thunder, all right? Now, if you hear thunder, you should probably get off the water, but if you see lightning, you definitely should, if you ain't no crab. But I am far dumber than you guys are. Do as I say, not as I do. There's much over here, I'm telling you. We gotta move this pot skinny. We're gonna put this in some skinnier water over here. The deeper right now is doing pretty good, but we don't have anything in skinny water, so maybe it's even better in skinny. You don't know until you try. Try that one. Doesn't even look like, I don't even think there's anybody at the fuel dock. I'm afraid if I tied my boat up to the dock, it would hit the pier and sink. Fuel dock, we are accumulating a bit of water in the boat at this point. It's a less than ideal amount of water, although any water in this boat is less than ideal. I don't think I could tie up the boat and then get out of the boat and then go ring the bell is the problem. Because it's so unstable that if I were to move too much, it will flip over. And the thunder rolls. We are braving the sea right now. And I would call this a bathtub, but this is actually far smaller than a bathtub. This is about half the size of a bathtub. Actually, 2/3 the size of a bathtub. We got a bilge full of crabs though. Crabs living under there too. They all over the place. Oh, we're gonna crash. We almost crashed. Oh, that's a little bit of water. It's keeping the crabs healthy though. It's keeping them alive and well. Oh no. We got whitecap. We're getting wet. There they are, all over. No, don't die. Yes, oh yes. Anybody else have one of these little Tohatsu 3.5 horsepowers that's brand new and doesn't run? Drop a comment, let me know. I think we might try to run them 2 more times. My butt hurts. And then we'll probably take these home and cook them. I'll make them for Lindsay. She's really gonna be excited. She's gonna be very impressed by my hunter-gatherer skills. The other thing is I have to pee really bad and I can't even like move to pee in this boat or we will sink. There's just, ow, random crabs rolling around in the boat. They're all over the place. Oh, we got one. Heck yeah, baby, look at that. We're cleaning up. Oh, he's got my foot. That's the problem with having no place to put your crab except for the bilge. Look at that one, purdy crab right there. He's only got 1 claw, but he's growing another one.
Fun fact, blue crabs can regrow all their claws, kind of like Deadpool. Getting good, we're getting good in the neighborhood. Oh, baby! Look at that. That's a giant. Clean it up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Biggest crab yet. Look at that one. One claw. Little one claw pretty crab. But look at that. That's a nice one. That's a large there. I like it. I like it. We're filling the boat. Got boat wakes, tides. It's starting to blow. Got a storm on the horizon. Separates the boys from the men. Oh, yeah, baby. Check it out. Check it out. We're catching crabs. Burning them up. Burning them up. Look at that. Man, the crabs everywhere. Ooh, lightning too. Man, this ain't a bad gig. The storm is fast approaching. Ooh, boat wake, boat wake. Ah. Oh, the boat is crawling with crabs now. They're biting my toes. Hunter-gatherer gone up. My stock has gone up. The value of this boat most certainly has gone up with the crabs inside of it as well. It's gonna be the money run, I'm telling you. It's gonna be the money run. Gonna be eating good in the neighborhood. Maybe they need more time. Maybe they need more time on them. I don't know. Need a little longer soak. I'm getting impatient. Squander my tide change here. This is why I wish I had like 30 of these, you know? I'm gonna run them again. We got a little more time on them now. In no time. Oh, nothing. Man, I had faith in that one too. Felt like I had a crab in it. Oh no. Had a little run of them. That's how it works. They turn on, they turn off. Crabs, come on, crabs, yeah, baby. Oh yeah, got us a crab. What? I'm gonna have to measure him. He's little. That's a little one. That looks like the crab CJ catches. Little tiny things. Get off. Come on. Oh, there we go. Definitely this guy. Too small, just under 5 inches. Look like an 8-incher to me. Little guy. We're moving through them now. We're hauling gear. Catching crabs, filling the boat, making the fuel money back. Shoo-wee! Fuel goal, that's a jumbo! That's a freaking giant, dude. Look at that thing. Yeah, baby! That's a big one. That's a pretty crab right there, ain't it? Man, got both his claws and everything. That's a pretty one. I like it. Ain't pretty none there, bud. That's a nice crab. Pretty crab. The boat's actually filling full of crabs. We got quite a few crabs in here. Probably a dozen. That ain't bad, really. I'd have been happy with a couple. I mean, we're getting greedy now, dude. A dozen of these little crustaceans. Ooh, my butt hurts. Ooh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Sight a little horsepower in her, you know what I mean? Gotta get that fire burning in the furnace. Back here in the old Tohatsu 3.5, baby. I'm telling you, man, ain't nobody's life is safe from this. You see a guy roll up in a 6-foot dinghy with a 3.5 horsepower, go home, get everything you like out of the house. Cause I tell you what, she ain't coming home, buddy. She ain't coming home. She sees something like that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you ever had to go through that. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, we going. Crabs everywhere, dude, in the bills. Everywhere I try to reach, they're trying to freaking eat me. See him? Oh, can you see that? I hope this is good. I haven't really been able to see anything on the GoPro the whole time, so I may get home and like the memory card is full. I don't know. I'm having too much fun though. Oh, a giant! Look at that one, a giant. Nice. Look at that. That's in the shallow water pot, the one that I went and put over away from all the other ones. That's nice there. Got to get a little fresh bait, stole the bait out of it. We got quite a mess of crabs in the boat. Little tips and tricks here. When I go to lay my little crab pot, I am typically gonna look for a little edge. And you can see those on your chart plotter. It's just the little lines where it's, usually it's a shallower depth and then a deeper depth. You'll see a little line, it'll say, I don't know, 6 and 12. You know, right on that line is the drop off, okay? It's dark down there in the water, and crabs and fish use edges to navigate a lot of times. And that's where current tends to accumulate and whatever for when they're trying to feed. If you have a charter, unlike pot charter, unlike me, wow, this thing's tiny. Start laying them down the edge. If they dry up, put them on the shallow side of the edge, and then they dry up, put them on the deep side of the edge, and just try to figure out where they're at. It's hard to see, but I have mine in a little row, just like a regular commercial crab pot. Wind is starting to pick up here. It's getting cool. We may get dumped on, I'm not sure. When the getting's good, you gotta keep getting. You know what I mean? You gotta keep getting or you're gonna get got. Ooh, we got white caps in the creek. It's actually starting to flow bad right now. Jeez. We actually do have white caps in the creek. Oh, my butt hurts. I gotta pee. And we're probably gonna get dumped rain on here. Almost lost my hat. Lost my lucky crabbing cap. Son of a gun, I'd be nothing without that. I'm like Samson, I'd be nothing without that hat. I had to get a new job without that hat. Irreplaceable. Ah, we're getting waves now. Sea's getting big. Oh man, but we out here. We're doing it for the crabs. We got families to feed. Man, it is actually getting a little sporty in the creek, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. They need a little more time on them. Every time I jump the gun, we don't catch them. Oh, don't die on me. Yes, oh yes. It doesn't make any sense. It's just going and then it just stops. It just dies. It's like, nope. What the heck, dude? I know there's no way we're out of freaking gas. Plenty of gas in there. Plenty of gas. It may be time to stack them. We got quite a few crabs, enough that they're pinching the crap out of me. I actually think this is Andy's son over here. We're gonna go say hi. See if it is. What's up? How you doing, man? Pretty good. You catch anything?
I got 3.
3 crabs, that's it? Really? What do you got, pole traps?
Yeah.
I'm just right here in front of this little building thing, but I'm about to leave here. If you want to come in here, just put them right like where I've been messing around over there. Yeah, you too, man. Good luck. Crossing in front of a big boat right now. Hopefully the motor will die. Oh, we're mint. They're just jealous. A regulator, 26 regulator with twins on it. That ain't nothing. He ain't no crabber. It's a crabbing boat right here. It's a crab killing machine. We got quite a few crabs. I mean, they are everywhere in here. They're mean. They're taking no prisoners. Pretty crabs, though. Oh, pretty stuff. Big, pretty crabs right there. Oh, man. They are all over the place. All in the boat. It is getting sporty in the creek, actually. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my Lord. Man, oh, my gosh. It's actually getting really sporty. No, don't die on me. Oh, not a good time. Not a good time. Ow, I got bit by a freaking crab on my ankle. Dang. Wind's blowing, storms are rolling in, getting bit by crabs, motor won't start. Now I'm never buying a Tahatsu again, I'll tell you that. Junk. Got my sunglasses. Can't get them to let them go. Thank you.
That's great.
Yeah, you're going to be impressed, honey. It's going well. They're crawling all over the place. My butt hurts. There's a storm coming. It's blowing. The motor won't run. It's going great.
The motor won't run?
It's brand new, and it literally just won't run. I don't know why. It's a piece
like
of junk.
Bouncing down the highway.
Yeah, I know. I gotta pee so stinking bad, but I literally can't move out of the one position I'm in this boat because it will take water over the side. So like,
just whip it out and just pee in the boat.
I don't want to pee on the crabs because I don't have enough room to put the crabs in anything. So the crabs are just crawling around, keep biting my ankles and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
It's a circus in here. Every time I want to go pick up the pots, I'm like, the crabber in me's like, set them back, there's crabs in them. The interesting thing is going to be trying to stack these pots on the boat with the crabs and everything else in the rough without going overboard or peeing myself. Look, if I can make it happen in this boat, you can make it happen in whatever you got, I promise. Ain't no boat too small to go crabbing out of.
You know, the tiny boat's kind of grown on me. I actually kind of like it. This was a good trial run. I like it. I think there's things I could do better next time, like take a different boat. I mean, hey, when I was younger, like I said, my first boat was only 2 feet bigger than this. Oh, baby, look at that. That's another immature female. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same one. A lot of times crabs, when you throw them back, go trap right back up. Even in pots, like we'll mark them sometimes. We'll catch them the next day. Immature female. Going back over. Got her free meal. Trying to untwist this one because these things will get knotted up really easy. No! See, that trap got all cattywampus on us there. Oh, nothing. Oh, they done stole all the bait out of it. Had a jumbo in here last time. Oh, we got a little one. A female is an immature female. It has a pyramid apron. She's called a Sally. And then when she sheds into a mature female, we call her a Sook. So, fun fact. Oh, I wish I had reversed, but I don't. Ooh, wow, almost went overboard there. Also, if you want to pick up a crab, grab him by the back fin right here. Right where the back fin meets the body, that's where you want to grab him, pinch him like that. Don't grab him like this, because you see how he's going to reach under there? He can pinch it. Everybody wants to grab him on the top of the shell and they will get you. All right, folks, we got all the traps, all 8 traps back in the boat. We got a bilge full of crabs. Oh my goodness, oh no. The pots are gonna fall overboard. We're gonna try to make it back now before it starts blowing too bad. If anybody has any ideas as to why this brand new motor is running so terribly, let me know. Ooh, we hit V-band. I didn't even touch the throttle, we hit V-band. We just gained like 30 RPM, maybe breaking the law almost. This thing has a plastic propeller. Made it back. I do not recommend, mostly for safety reasons. I'll do it so you don't have to. I knew my wife was going to be impressed. Isn't that nice?
It was going to be a little bit of a bigger boat, but...
You said you wanted a boat. Yeah, I got you a boat with a brand new engine that doesn't run.
I think it's seen the freeway one too many times.
Yeah. We got 1, 2, it's probably the biggest one. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the biggest one. 7, 8. I thought I had a dozen for sure. Did I lose a couple? I guess I had 8. Less than I thought. I'll take it. 8 crabs proportioned to the size of the boat. Not so bad. Actually, we did have one hiding up here. There he is. We got a runner. 9.
So now the crabs are caught, they're in the house. Now the easy part, now we just gotta cook them and eat them. My favorite part, but also my wife's favorite part. It's not often that we get to eat crabs, even though I catch them for a living. We say we can't afford to eat crabs. So we're gonna eat these ones though, because I caught these ones fair and square. And we're gonna use the world's tiniest crab pot to cook them. I'm just kidding. That'd be kind of funny though. We got our steam pot here. We're gonna put a little bit of water and vinegar. You can use beer too. I just don't even think we have any beer, honestly, in the fridge. We're just using white vinegar. I like apple cider vinegar too, so just put like maybe an inch of vinegar in there, and we'll put some water in there, about the same amount. I really like beer, vinegar, and water. It seems to be the best combo.
You just don't have any beer. You're a beer sponsor and you don't even have any beer.
I know, I don't even have any beer. I gave it all away. I did what I was supposed to do. That's perfect. Put it on the stove. We'll set that on high. Yeah, we steam crabs here in Maryland. We don't boil crabs, none of that ridiculousness. It's not even a debate around these parts, so. We steam them, just prefacing it with that. All right, well, we got our stuff here. We got it on high, burner on high. We're gonna add the crabs in now. These are all the crabs that we caught earlier on the itty bitty boat. So we just layer them in there. I usually would just use my hands, but I don't feel like getting bit today. Been there, done that, like a couple weeks ago. They're cold, I put them in the walk-in. That's the advantage I have of being a professional crabbers. So we have a couple dead crabs here, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean we can't eat them. If you have a couple crabs that die, usually they die because of the heat or they get beat up by the other crabs or something like that. Doesn't necessarily mean you can't eat them. I'll show you how you can tell if they're good to eat or not. We're gonna take the crab and we're gonna grab him over the shell. We're gonna grab his legs and then look right here we're just gonna give them a little crack, like a little, pull them out and down a little bit. Hear that crack? See how when I let the legs go, how they pull back into the body like that, right? That means that this crab is totally okay to eat. The muscle is still alive or whatever, so I've heard, but whatever it is, they're totally fine to eat. If you've ever been to a crab restaurant, I guarantee, I mean, they're all steamed crabs just like that. There ain't nothing wrong with them. Perishable product here. Same thing here. Again, we're grabbing the legs, grabbing the body, just give it a little crack. Legs pull right back in. Totally okay to eat. Nothing wrong with them. I'll show you a little trick here too. Before we put seasoning on them, right? I'm gonna take a little bit of this vinegar and I'm gonna just douse them with the vinegar.
Oh, so is this so the seasoning sticks?
Yep. We use all kinds of different seasonings. Everybody's got their own favorite seasoning here in Maryland. With the vinegar, the seasoning is gonna stick to the crabs really well. We got our crabs ready to go. Put the lid on them, just like this, burner on high, and we're gonna check them after like 20 minutes, because this isn't already steaming. We'll set a timer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we'll throw in the corn, put that on top, do it for another 10, and should be good to go. So it's been 20 minutes. And I'm gonna show you a couple ways to tell that the crabs are done. We want the crabs to be completely red and orange all the way through. We don't want any green, we don't wanna see any blue or green or anything, especially right up under the claws here. That is a spot where you're gonna see the blue and the green the last. These things are all nice deep red, orange color. Take a knife or something like that and you stick it in the apron. The apron should just pop open just like that with no resistance really. Aprons pop easily. We got nice red, orange color all the way through. These crabs are done, they're ready to eat. Now that's a meal right there. Got some melted butter, a little seasoning to dip, a few pretty crabs, my wife, and the dog. How you doing, dog? My favorite thing to drink with crabs is a cold Coke. Like the sweet and the salty is my favorite. What's your favorite thing to eat with or drink with seafood? Is it beer? Is it soda? Water? Drop a comment, let me know. And since we don't boil crabs here, we don't even consider it, I'm gonna show you how to pick a Maryland crab too. First thing we're gonna do, pull the claws, like that. You're gonna get a little meat right here. What am I talking about? We're not gonna put it in the pile, we're just gonna eat it. As we get it, we're eating it. I'm not a pile maker, I'm an eater. We got the claws, grab them like this. We're gonna break them against the knuckle and pull. Sometimes you'll get the whole thing, like that's the entire arm meat right there. Now with this one, I like to have a little crab picking knife and a wooden hammer. That helps. I put that right here. This thing, see how it's like got a bend to it? You want to put the arch up. We're gonna put this right behind the joint. Give it a couple taps. All right, we don't want to go all the way through if we can help it, although it does happen and that's okay. We're gonna pull that out and we're gonna break these like that, okay? Boom, just like that. We got that entire claw, we even got the little piece there. We got that whole thing. Now there's a tendon that runs up here. You're gonna basically bite and pull the meat off the tendon. So I'm gonna go dip it in a little bit of butter. A little seasoning. Delicious.
Show them.
You know, obviously you can do the same thing on this side. If you can't pull the arm meat out, I do the same thing I do with the end of the claw. So I put the knife right in the center, couple taps, break it both ways like that, and then you can use your knife to jimmy the piece of meat out, and that's what you got, the whole arm right there. Now we're gonna attack the body. So the first thing we're gonna do, pull the apron off. I like to leave the legs attached. We're gonna pull the apron off, and then we're gonna take our knife, whatever, stick it in the back of the shell, pry the top shell off, all right? Set that aside for later. All this stuff in here, it won't hurt you to eat. When you eat a soft crab, you eat it all, but I don't prefer to eat it. These are called the dead men. These are like the lungs, essentially. And you got the mouth, and then you have this yellow stuff that we call mustard. That's also a telltale sign of a good crab, is when the mustard is yellow, like that. Good quality crab. I'm gonna take the mouth, the mandibles, if you will, break those off. We're gonna take the dead men, we're gonna pull them off. And just use your knife, scrape them as well. All right. And then I'm gonna take this and then break it into 2 pieces. So we got 2 crab halves, right? And then I like to just kind of get, not all of it, but you know, bang the big chunks of the mustard out. You know, I do like eating the mustard, but if you're gonna eat a lot of crabs, I don't like to eat all of it out of every crab. And then we're gonna go in with what a lot of people refer to here as the lollipop method, which is what I like. If you flip this over, you can see there's all these little, I don't know, little compartments full of crab meat. So I'm gonna take my thumbs, I'm gonna break it right here, right? Just like that, and then we're pulling it apart like that. Now, we have these, we're gonna pull this out, this leg out like that, and then these little pieces of shell, and just pick these little pieces of shell off. That's what I call lollipop method, because then you got a handle. We're using the leg, dip it, and then you just eat it right off there. That's why I like to leave the legs attached. It's not the only way to do it, but it's the way I like to do it. Same thing with the back fin here. This is basically like the premium cut of the crab. Everybody wants back fin meat in crab cakes and to eat and picked and whatever. All the meat in a crab's good. There's no bad meat in a crab. But this is the filet mignon of the crab here. That's a nice bite. And that is a pretty bite right there. And the rest of the body, we're gonna go in with the same method. Pull it out, and look at that. You got the meat out of the top, you got the meat out of the bottom right there. A lot of times when I just have this one last one, I'll take this section, because you can see there's some meat up top, some meat below, and I'll just crush it, and then pull it apart like that. And then you're just picking these pieces of shell off, and you got your crab right there. These ones are tricky to get to, but you don't want to waste it. I just kind of squeeze it out of the top. There's better ways to do this. That's usually what I do. Just kind of get my fingers in there, and then you can just rinse and repeat for the other side here. There's really not much in the actual legs, but there is some. You can squeeze it out of there. It's just as good as the rest of it. There's just less of it. One of the other secrets in eating a crab, you can tell a true Marylander. So in the corners of the top of the shell, right? You see that yellow stuff in there? That's the same stuff as the mustard. That's basically where the crab stores its fat. Stick your knife in the corner there, pull that out, and that's delicious. That is straight crab flavor. Like if you're making a soup or a stock or anything like that, that's what you want in there to give it that crab flavor. But you can also just eat it right out of the corners. And it's delicious. If you don't eat the crab corners, you ain't no crabber. We're gonna eat the rest of these crabs and get ready to go crabbing again tomorrow morning. Not like this on the big boat. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. See what I actually do. I have plenty of videos on that as well. Friday at 8 a.m.